What happened to the missing Uber driver? And why is Uber cutting its subscription rates in half? Let's talk about it. Welcome, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Travel Time. We're going to start today's video talking about the Lehigh County, Pennsylvania Uber driver who went missing last Thursday. I first talked about this on my Sunday live stream, and I think this is an interesting story. I think what's more interesting about it is what's not being said rather than what's being said. The woman's name was Eleanor Camacho, and we're going to pick it up because she was found dead. Allentown police said Monday they found Camacho's 2015 Buick Enclave at 4:12 p.m. All right, so she was found Monday afternoon. Let's back up a little bit. Camacho was last seen Thursday evening leaving the parking lot of her apartment in the 1100 block of South Cedar Crest Boulevard. She was on her way to pick up a rider for one of the two ride-sharing services, Uber and Lyft, that she's been driving for over the past few months. So, follow this timeline. Thursday, she goes missing. She isn't found until Monday. Her son said Sunday that her cell phone was last detected 2 hours later, 2 hours after she left home, after pinging off a tower in the 700 block of Hamilton Street. All right, how is it that a woman goes missing for 5 days, a solid 5 days? How does this happen? Cell phones typically don't, the batteries don't go dead. You know, drivers, rideshare drivers, we have them plugged in anyways. So when we're driving, they're typically at 100%. Now, I know that rideshare, if we have a lot of apps open, that it drains the battery pretty quickly. But she disappears. Now, here is what is really, I think, suspicious about this. The first thing it says here, authorities did not cover any obvious causes of death during an autopsy. An autopsy cannot uncover the cause of death. Now, I know it says obvious, so they probably have to wait for toxicology reports to come back and all that. But I would imagine that means she wasn't shot in the forehead, she wasn't hit in the back of the head, she wasn't strangled. Those things would all be pretty obvious on a preliminary examination, right? Maybe a heart issue, I don't know. Maybe medications, drugs, something along those lines. Maybe that's what they have to wait on. But what's really interesting here, it says that they are not treating this death as suspicious. A woman goes missing for 5 days. They find her dead in her car. There are no obvious signs of death. And she is, she's found dead, and they can't figure it out during a preliminary autopsy. You know what it means when they say they're not treating it as suspicious? It means they're treating it as suspicious. Else this wouldn't be in the news. They wouldn't be talking about it, right? They say, oh, no big deal. She just died of natural causes, and it would be done with. I suspect there's something deeper going on. No, I could be wrong. As I alluded to, maybe it's just we're going to find out it's a heart attack. Or, it's some lethal mix of medications or something. But I suspect there's something deeper than this. I'm going to continue to follow the story, and we'll find out. Next up, Uber is offering its subscription service at half price. And this just came through. So it says that from December 10th through the 31st, so it's coming up starting tomorrow, Uber will offer annual passes for $150 for the year. This works out to about $12.50 a month, about 50% off. And then it goes on to say, well, what does the annual pass do? As a subscriber, you get 10% off UberX XL, Uber Comfort, 15% off Uber Black, Uber Premier, Uber Black SUV, and Uber Eats, you get free delivery off orders of $15 or more, plus 5% off, including a pickup of orders. Most Uber Eats, I would think, are going to be 15 bucks, but I don't know. I pick up some really weird ones. You know, I'll pick up one sub sandwich or something from McDonald's that might be a $8 or $10 order. However, if you order regularly, is it worth 12.5 bucks? Are you going to save $12.5 a month? I don't know, but the deeper question is not whether this is a good deal or not. I think the question is, why are they cutting back so severely? What does Uber say? What do you think Uber says? They're doing it as a way to say thank you to customers. Since when has Uber ever done anything to say thank you to anybody? Why are they doing it? There's got to be a money motive, right? Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They're a for-profit business. So far, they haven't made a profit, but theoretically, they're a for-profit business. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing things for monetary purposes. What I have a problem with, why don't they just come out and say that? Why do they have to mask this in, we're doing it as a way to say thank you? Baloney. They're doing it because they think they're going to make money. Primarily what I think is they're working on are two things. Number one, they're trying to establish customer loyalty. If they can get you in and hook you for an entire year, people are going to say, well, I'm already on the hook for this 150 bucks come April, May, June. Yeah, let's use Uber. Let's get Uber Eats because I want to make my money back this month. So I guess I encapsulated the two things. Number one, they're trying to create loyalty by getting people accustomed to using it over and over and over. And they're trying to create a sense of, I don't know if it's a sense of urgency, but a sense of reason to use it by saying, now we're committed, we want to get our money back. So those are the two reasons that I can see they're doing it. They also are probably not selling a lot of the subscriptions. So they're probably dangling this out there as a test to say, will subscriptions be more profitable at a lower rate? At 300 bucks a year, or close to 300 bucks a year, it obviously must not be working the way they thought, or they wouldn't be running a test. They wouldn't be testing a cheaper rate. So that's my guess. They're trying to establish consumer loyalty. They're trying to give people purpose for using the service. And they're probably testing whether or not a cheaper subscription can still be profitable. My concern, of course, is for the delivery people and the drivers. Will this affect the bottom line paycheck? It's hard to say. The way that Uber monkeys with the way they pay, back in the day when you were taking, 80%, it was so easy and so clean. Now everything is so convoluted, miles and minutes and bonuses and this and that and the other thing. Yeah, the average driver probably can't tell you why they're getting paid, what they're getting paid. And I say the average driver, I will bet that the most advanced, analytical, experienced, professional driver probably struggles a little bit with figuring out, why am I making what I'm making at any particular time, any particular ride, any particular week. So I don't know how this is going to affect drivers, but I'd like to hear how you think it'll affect you. Leave your comments down below. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face. And if you do, ring the bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Mark. This is Mark's Travel Time.